In this video I will share with you 13 warning signs of a toxic relationship. Before we get started, please like, share, comment and subscribe for more great content. Also check out the link below in the description. So, without further ado, let's get started. Have you ever even thought about asking yourself the question, am I in a toxic relationship? Relationships are such a beautiful unity of bodies, minds, hearts, and souls, so it is only natural that you would desire for them in one way or another. And that's great. However, sometimes this desire could become so strong that it blinds you in the face of some of the most glaring warning signs of a toxic relationship. This is rarely easy, and it can often be downright heartbreaking. But being aware of some of the early warning signs of toxic relationships is an important part of avoiding more pain and heartbreak later on. The sooner you can spot these particular red flags, the better. First of all, how do you define toxic relationship? What does this term even mean? The word toxic means poisonous. We generally hear the term toxic as it relates to substances, but in recent years, it has become part of the vernacular for a bad relationship. But a toxic relationship is more than just a mismatch of temperaments or a relationship filled with conflict. A toxic relationship is a relationship that threatens the overall well-being of either one or both partners. Such a relationship will almost always end in chaos and pain, and frequently leaves deep scars of the past. 1. You are constantly trying to please your partner. A healthy relationship should inspire us to be better as a person. But when you are in a toxic relationship or dating a narcissist, you may find yourself turning into a complete people pleaser. You are always making extra efforts to please someone that is impossible to please. No matter how hard you try, you feel like you can't live up to his standards. The devouring despair is blinding you from seeing the other good things in your life. And that is an absolute sign of a toxic relationship. 2. Lack of respect. Mutual respect and trust are the two foundations of a healthy relationship. Sometimes we make jokes and call each other names. But if we truly love someone and care about his or her feelings, we will never let anything disrespectful come out of our mouth. There's a difference between making fun and crossing the line. If he or she personally insults you without considering your feelings, you should really be thinking if he or she is the right one for you. 3. You feel uncomfortable to talk about problems. No relationship's perfect. But responsible adults know how to face and solve their problems. If your significant other always yells, runs away from the topic or worst, blames you for everything when you are trying to talk about the real issues, he or she is not grown up enough to treat you the way you should be treated. 4. You feel better off alone. It simply indicates that you are not enjoying the companion and presence of your sir. In this case, you will be more into talking with your friend or reading a book by yourself. And a date with your partner is simply a boredom or pain. 5. Future is a taboo. Dating is a trial process of testing if the chemistry turns into a relationship. When the dust settles down, it takes sense of responsibility, communication and planning for a relationship to continue to grow. If he or she taking your relationship as something long-term, you two should be both excited talking about your future together. But if all they do is to avoid the topic the best they can, they might not be emotionally available for a serious relationship. 6. You always get left alone when you need help. Mutual support is the touchstone of a healthy and strong relationship. When both of you are loving each other regardless of the hardships, you should be each other's strongest back. On the contrary, if he or she is never there when you need help and love, there's a chance that your partner is not devoting into the relationship or simply being selfish. 7. You feel jeopardized by double standards. I don't like that you spent too much time hanging out with your coworkers. Well, I don't like it either when you choose to go party with your friends without letting me know. Are you saying that I am cheating on you? You are not trusting me. This is just any conversation with a narcissist partner. Narcissists never doubt themselves. It's always someone else's fault. They will try everything to point fingers at you even you've done nothing wrong. And this is the relationship you should be running away from. Those who truly love you in the right way will spoil you with security and pleasure. A little jealousy is okay, but if that has become the theme of your relationship, you might need to consider the reason. 8. You are drowning in his or her negative energy. One of the signs of a toxic relationship is that you are guilty about feeling good. It almost seems like you are not allowed to be happy because your partner is not feeling the same. Sadly, most narcissists lack empathy for others. Instead of celebrating your achievements, they may say things like, "You are being lucky." It may sound harsh. But you can never change a narcissist or someone toxic. But you can make the decision to stay away. If you feel exhausted all the time when you are with your partner, that's your body reacting to the unpleasant energy. Remember your last boring job. The manager that is so hard to deal with. And the feeling of being drained back home every day. This happens when you force yourself to do something that you hate. It's the same case with relationships. Your mind may take longer to admit it, but your body tells you so much earlier. When a relationship is tiring instead of exciting, you may need to dig a little deeper to figure out if you are on for this. 9. Your efforts are not appreciated. Everyone wants to be needed and appreciated. If your partner is not giving you any positive feedback no matter what you do, it could be that he's taking you for granted. The lack of affirmations can be a toxic relationship sign. 10. You are the invisible. If you are not dating a star of any kind, your relationship should not be kept in secret. Never find any photos of you together in his or her Instagram. None of her friends knows about you. Keep an eye on your partner because she may be trying to play single. 11. He or she is always busy. It is totally understandable to miss 1 or 2 dates because of a tight schedule. Not everyone can achieve perfect work-life balance. But this keeps happening with different excuses, or if he or she has time for gaming, shopping and everything except for you, it's a big warning of a toxic relationship. 12. You try to distract yourself from your relationship. Sometimes it's difficult to tell if a relationship is toxic or not because you are in the middle of it. But if everyone you know says so, there must be a reason for it. Once you step out of it and see it in an outsider's perspective, you would be glad that you made the right call. 13. Everyone around you thinks that you are too good for your partner. Have you ever been in a toxic relationship that made you say, "I should have known"? It's not always easy to take a step back and see things objectively. That's why your family, friends may have a clearer view of what's actually going on. When not only 1 but 2, 3 or more of them are telling you the exact same thing, you are probably in a toxic relationship. We hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day.